Welcome to the wacky world of real estate.
The wacky world of real estate.
So for people that don't know you, maybe give them an introduction of who you are and how long you've been in the real estate world.
Well, I will start with how long I've been in the real estate world.
Okay.
I've been in the real estate world for 6 weeks now.
Nice.
My name is Titi. And, well, I'm from Nigeria.
Right on.
I immigrated here not quite long ago. Went into lockdown and then we're out now, hopefully. So,
yes. Good.
yeah, that's how long I've been. 6 weeks, but it's been a fun, exciting 6 weeks.
Yeah,
for
it's
me,
been nice to see you grow in the real estate world.
Yes, it's been fun. I love it.
I see a lot of people start in the real estate world and, some of them find success right away. Some of them, that they're going to be huge success and you fall in that category for me.
Thank you.
Because you're definitely putting in the efforts.
Yes.
There's a lot of work to be done to be a successful real estate agent, obviously. Yeah. And I can tell that you're going to be successful because the stuff that needs to be done, you're doing it.
I have a good coach.
Maybe. Time will tell.
I have a good coach.
But let me ask you a few questions.
Okay.
And I've got them written down because I want to ask the same questions of all the new realtors in the industry.
Okay.
And then maybe we could do another one of these podcasts in maybe 6 months or a year.
Yeah.
Once you're a multi-millionaire real estate guru. Yeah. So what did you learn in your first weeks as a realtor that you haven't learned in real estate classes?
Oh, having a schedule and having a plan of what you have to achieve every day.
Yeah.
So like generating leads, doing a follow-up, constantly trying to build your database, trying to be out there as often as possible to get familiar with how it works, what the system is like, filling up the forms and everything. They don't teach you that in the course.
It's one of the biggest mistakes in the real estate school system. In Ontario, we have Umber College, right? We used to have Oria College. That was that's back in my day, 2006, a long time ago. Yeah. But I wish that the colleges would do a better job of prepping the new realtors for the real estate industry.
Yeah.
They teach them how to do contracts and they teach them how to, be a good legally operating realtor, and that's very important. Obviously, we want things to be done straight. But these poor realtors that don't have guidance, they're set free into the real estate world, and it's like a jungle out there.
Yeah.
They don't have any clients. They don't know how to go get clients.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm thankful a bit because it opens up a door for coaches like me to coach people how to go out there and hunt.
Correct.
But I wish that they would do a better job just to maybe have a few classes on lead generation and lead follow-up.
I will say probably the reason why it's not there because I guess you're supposed to learn on the job how things go. So maybe it's not in their peripheral.
Yeah, it's true. And it's probably true of other industries, right?
Correct.
Whether you're a dentist or an electrician, they teach you how to operate on clients. They teach you how to wire a house properly for electricians, but they don't teach you how to go hunt for clients.
Yeah.
And everybody, I don't care which business you're in, even if Jeremy owns a podcast studio, right? Yeah. You have to know how to go get clients.
Yes.
It is the foundation of any business.
Correct.
Cool. Let's move on to the other question. What do you enjoy the most so far in your real estate career?
Just going out there and doing the work.
Yeah.
Like going out there every other day or every day and going to see houses and helping my clients find a dream home.
Yeah.
That is what I enjoy. Like, it's thrilling. I'm like always very excited. You want to get a house? Sure, I can help you. And it's fast for me. Immediately you provide the information.
Yeah.
You want a house? Sure, let's make that dream come through. So I like the work that I put in.
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of very passionate
I can tell,
about it.
Definitely.
I just go and it's that's what I enjoy about it. The process of making it easy for you, I find the right house for you, or even if you want to sell, This is how it works. And then I give you all the information. And then I'm like, okay, let's do it. And immediately you say yes, it's a go. So that's what I find really, really exciting.
That is an exciting part of real estate.
It is for me.
There's representing buyers and representing sellers,
Yeah.
and you'll see it's totally different sets of emotions.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
When you're representing a buyer, it's exciting.
Yes.
They're getting into something new.
Yeah.
When it's a sale where they're trying to list something and sell it, it's a different type of energy. It can be fun, because they're going to be receiving money, and everybody likes that.
Yeah.
But they're sort of trying to get rid of something. Right? To move on to the next chapter.
Correct.
And it's a totally different energy.
Okay.
But you'll get to experience both sides
Sure.
very, very soon.
Very soon.
Cool. Moving on. What do you find the most difficult about your start in real estate?
That's a good question.
It's okay.
About my start, I will say building my database.
Yeah.
I'll say I'm an immigrant, right?
Yeah.
So when I started, I had less than 30 people on my database. So I'm always racking my head, like, where do I meet people? What do I do?
Yeah.
So I think that is what I find challenging, to like build my database.
Yeah.
It's exciting. At the same time, I'm sleeping. I'm like, okay, I need to add 20 people to my database this week. How do I go about it?
You've been crushing it, though.
I need to.
You've been doing really,
I don't
really
have a
good.
choice.
I've been telling you need to add 5 people this week. You'd
to.
freak out for about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
But then you'd come back and say, oh, I got 6.
Yeah.
So
that's the goal. Like, always ace it. So it's a bit challenging in that regard.
Yeah.
Another thing I found is having conversations with clients and setting expectation for them.
Yeah.
Like, okay, this is how it works. This is what you need to know. This is how I work. Explaining how it works for the people that have been dealing with, it seems like, oh, that's a whole lot of process for what we want to do. But I'm like, it's not a process as it goes on. I just need to let you know, and I'm making it easy for you. That's why you need to have this information. So having that conversation with them and reassuring them that you don't have to worry, that I am here to serve you, and helping them, like, okay, gaining their trust, I will say, maybe. So I think that's it.
You think people are having a hard time understanding what you're trying to explain to them?
No, just gaining their trust.
Yes.
I think that's it. That's what I would say is challenging again, because I'm new.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of other people out there.
Yeah.
So the question is, why do I have to work with you?
Yes.
And then I explain my process, and they're like, oh, okay, that's interesting. And then I'm like, let's try it out for like a week or so. Tell me what you feel in another week, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
So it's been here and there, but so far it's okay. It's just I have to keep changing how I deliver service,
I think,
to different people.
You've got a superpower in being newer in the real estate industry.
Yeah.
Because you can tell a prospect, hey, listen, I'll be upfront with you. I'm new in the real estate world, but I've got some big goals.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to build a real estate career here.
Yeah.
I will do everything in my power to help you find the house of your dreams.
Right.
Not only will I do that, but I will make sure you get it at an awesome price. Right? And they could say, well, yeah, but I've been working with this other person that they've been in the real estate world for longer. Say, that's great. I'm sure they're super busy and they've got dozens and dozens of clients. You're amongst the only clients that I've got right now. I will give you 110% attention.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
And for me, if I walk into a car dealership or buying a cell phone or whatever, and somebody were to come up with that rookie mindset of saying, listen, this is new for me, but I'm going to crush it for you. There's no way I wouldn't be attracted to working with that salesperson. I'd be like, yeah, this person has got it going on.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make sure that, I help them build your career.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So, it's all about perspective, right? If you flip it around and you're like, no, I am super powerful because I'm new.
Yeah.
Versus, no, I'm new in the industry, so maybe I don't have much to offer.
No.
Bogus.
That's it. No, I
Bogus.
have much to offer.
You do have much to offer.
So,
and it's always it's a treat for me to watch new agents in the industry because you guys don't see it. But people that have been in the industry for, 15 years plus, my colleagues that are 30 years plus, they look at rookies and they're like, wow, they're doing that? I never thought this was possible. Yeah. I saw an agent join the real estate world about 2 years ago. Shout out to RJ. He was doing some type of lead generation, talking with expired listings. I'm like, listen, that's not going to work, bud. Right? Oh, yeah. And then he came back a month later. He's like, yeah, I got a few listings out of it.
Nice.
And I'm like, wow, good job. Yeah. And there's just that rookie energy that is so powerful.
Yeah.
So remember that.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You're doing all the right things. You're following the advice of people that have been in the industry for longer. But go at it with that rookie energy. It's super valuable.
It is valuable.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And I can see people having no issues trusting you. I mean, the way you present yourself, it's top notch.
Thank you.
Okay, let's move on. If you have any advice to give to new realtors who are beginning their careers like you, what would it be? And maybe somebody that's not licensed yet, that is a month or two away from getting their license.
Get a coach. Because it's important, right? Is. You have one person dedicated to you to help you succeed.
I'm not paying you to say this.
No, you're not. Disclaimer. He didn't tell me to say that, people.
That's very nice of you. And I would agree. I mean, I didn't get a coach for the first 3-4 years in my career. And my career didn't really take off until I found a coach. Somebody that was a few years ahead of me that showed me the way. Yeah. So what would you recommend to somebody that's tuning in here that, maybe isn't from the Ottawa area, but is looking for a coach? How would you recommend they go about finding one?
I mean, a coach is not designed for one particular location. So the principles and the strategy cut across boundaries. Yeah. Right? So what you get from a coach located in Ottawa is almost the same as what you get from a coach located in, let's say, Vancouver. Yeah. Because the principles are kind of the same. Yes. Now, the street names, the environment might be different. Yeah. There's probably a difference in structures or processes, but ultimately it's still the same. Yeah. Like, this is how you need to proceed. What do you think about doing this? Yeah. So a coach is not a best coach, I will say, is not based on location, as far as the person knows what the person is doing. Yeah. Right? And the person has an open heart to teach. Yes. So if someone is just starting and like, how do I proceed? Go around, try to ask questions. Yes. Like, I asked a bunch of a lot of people questions. Yeah. And then the thing is, it's like, what do you want to achieve? What do I want to know? How do I want to proceed? Yeah. Am I seeing the value in this? What am I going to gain out of it? So like, when you sit down to think of what you want will propel you to move towards achieving that's what you want. So,
100%.
So I would say ask questions. Yeah. And see to a place that works best for you.
And you've got some great goals.
I do.
You came into the business and you knew what you wanted and you know what you want.
I do.
And I think that's a huge plus. And a lot of new agents miss that. They don't have a goal. They don't have an objective to go towards to. And they need something. They need something, like you said, to go towards.
Yeah, because I will also say, when you're taking the course, you're not seeing the fact that you need to achieve a goal in that sense. The end of the course is probably the first thing on your mind. Yes. Right? And then you finish the course and you're like, okay, what's next? Yeah. But then when you set a goal of, okay, I'm finishing my course at this day, and then I know that I have 1 year to, say, sell 20 houses. Yeah. But it's possible, but
it's very possible.
20 houses, and you're like, okay, so what do I do, or what do I need to do to achieve that goal?
Yeah.
You know that you can sell like 2 houses in a month.
Yeah.
Good job.
Of course. That'd be a great month.
That'll be a great month. So like just setting a goal, having a plan, and just having the drive and the energy, I will say,
It's
to
so
achieve
important.
it's important. Unless you get frustrated, Sha.
Unless you get frustrated.
Yeah, like you can get frustrated in the process of, say, talking to people and then backing off, and then you're thinking, oh, what did I say or do wrong? But then you remember, okay, I still have a goal, whether this person moves out or not. So moving on to the next person, you know?
Let's talk about that, what you sent me today.
Oh, God, no.
No?
Yes.
Okay, well, I mean, you gotta rest easy knowing that not even the most experienced realtors will close 100% of their prospects, right? The best baseball players in the world, they step up to the plate and they won't hit the ball every single time they're up at plate, right?
Correct. Yeah.
And it's totally normal. And the more you're in the industry, the more your ego gets beaten, right?
Yep.
And you realize, hey, listen, it wasn't a good fit.
Yeah.
It wasn't the right time for them. You know, I did not, do things I should have done this way, or I should have done things differently. And it's totally cool. I mean, you've got so many opportunities in front of you. The right clients, they click. The ones that don't work out, it's okay. You move on. You shrug it off.
Yeah, like, done. Moving on.
Yeah. I mean, all within, always remaining respectful, which you are always super respectful. You just have to realize that, hey, it's not going to be a fit for everybody, and that's totally fine.
Yes.
Just move on.
Yes.
Yeah. One more thing. Okay. What do you do to create new leads?
Oh, to create new leads.
Or to find new leads.
What do? I do a bunch of things. I've gone door knocking.
That's good.
It was exciting. I loved it.
Yeah?
Actually, I did.
So tell me your experience door knocking.
It was, okay, so I used my brokerage. I used the listing they had in the area.
Yeah.
And then I just went door to door. Like, oh, okay, we have this property next door for sale.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if you need... if you have a friend or a family member or a neighbor that's looking to move into the area, I am happy to help.
Okay. What was the response?
It was okay. It was a funny neighborhood.
Yeah.
It was funny, but people were open, but at the same time, some people didn't open the door. Some people were literally sitting by the door, and I knocked, and they just were looking at me.
Ignore.
And I just moved back. Because safety is also important in that situation. It was bittersweet.
Yeah.
So, because I was like, oh, maybe I'll find somebody that will like say yes, because that was my expectation. But at the same time, I went outside to do something.
Yes.
Different from sitting down at home, posting stuff on social media or...
Because that's a given, right?
It is a given. Every other person does that. So I'm going out and I'm constantly talking to people, and I have a schedule. I'm in different groups and I post stuff weekly.
You're awesome.
And then in the middle of the week, I'm like, okay, if anybody has any questions, I'm here to answer it.
Yes. Which
is not just selling myself, but I'm getting to help people in the process to understand how it goes. So yeah, door knocking was good. It was not really intimidating because I was always singing in between houses.
Yeah.
Like so a lady heard me. I was like, oh, you're singing? I'm like, yes, I have to bring my spirit up.
That's good.
And she was like, oh, that's good. I'll take your card. So
I did a lot of door knocking when I started in real estate, and that's how I built my database essentially. And
it's fun.
I mean, it's not for everybody, right?
It's not, no.
You have to build up the courage to go, but the courage will come once you've done it for a bit.
Yeah.
If you're not courageous at the start, it's normal. Most people will be shy. Most people will be sort of awkward and clunky. But it's a great way to generate some leads. It's a great way to get in front of people quickly.
Yeah.
Because as new agents, like you said, you don't know that many people. So what can you do? You can go to networking events.
Yes.
You could do cold calling.
Yes.
You could find who you could call in an area.
Yeah.
Door knocking is great. I recently moved to a new area in Hawkesbury.
Yeah.
And I really don't know anybody on that street. in that
the
town.
neighborhood? Okay.
So I headed out on Main Street. I walked down Main Street. I went into every single bank that I could find, and I was looking for a mortgage agent, either a banker or a mortgage broker, and I made some new connections that way.
Yeah.
So even after being in real estate for a long time, we're still going at it. But I've been at it for 15 years plus, so it's a bit easier to go make out the connections.
Yeah, I also tried that too. So I went another time. I drove to Barhaven.
Yeah.
I just went to all the banks on the street and some few businesses there.
How was that?
And it was okay. I collected loads of cards. I spoke with few financial advisors in the banks too.
Yeah.
It was okay. I spoke with some mortgage advisors as well. So it was good that I'm going outside and I'm doing stuff that will ultimately lead to somewhere.
Yes, of course.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've probably had the chance to work with, 30 different real estate lawyers. And now it's like I only work with 2 of them because we get along. Yeah. They know how I work. I know how they work, vice versa. And we're able to do lots of business together.
Yeah.
So just keep exploring. Yeah. You'll find a good team, a good broker, a good banker, a good real estate lawyer, a good property manager, all of the above.
It's a process, I will say.
It's quite the process.
It is a process. But I mean, as you said, if you have a goal or you have something you want to achieve, that's the motivating factor behind it. So, yeah.
Moving off script, what are your thoughts about the
market?
The market these days?
I'm like, why did I get in now? I should have been there when it was high. But it's a good time, because it's tilting towards a buyer's market. Yes. So I have a lot of people looking to buy. I'm like, yikes. We have options. You can make your decision. You have the upper power. So it's good. It is expected.
Of course.
Because the market wouldn't be as hot as it was forever. Yeah. So at some point it will break.
Yes, of course.
So
we've been seeing price drops here in Ottawa. Yeah. A lot of markets throughout North America are doing the same. Yeah. And it's an opportunity for buyers, to go out there and negotiate a better deal.
It is.
And it's also great for new realtors.
Yeah, because now you have to actually put in the work of, okay, let's get this done. And then it's good too, because if you're working with loads of buyers, you have options for them. But then if you're working with sellers too, you set expectation of what to expect. Like this is what the market is right now. This is how we can strategize to help you achieve your real estate goal. So
definitely
it's a good time.
And if you're representing a buyer and you're submitting an offer, there's a good chance that you'll probably be the only offer on that property. Yeah. Versus if we go back 12 months, 18 months, 24 months.
In fact, 4 months ago still.
Yeah. I mean, at the beginning of this year, if you were representing a buyer and submitting an offer on a property, you'd be competing against 10, 20 different offers. Yeah. And then you might have to do that process 3, 4, 5 times over. Yeah. And you'd have no opportunity to put in an inspection clause, a financing clause. So I think this is a great time.
It's a great time. It's a great time to learn the market, I will say, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's always a great time. That's my philosophy.
Always. Come on now.
Depends for who.
Depends for who.
So if people want to reach you, where do they go?
Oh, I'm on Instagram. My name is I am Tish, but I'm more on Facebook. It's like Titi the Realtor. Yeah. On Facebook, I'm always there. I'll always answer your question or whatever questions you have. You're putting out some great content, by the way. Oh, yeah. Thank you. You're very good at that. Oh, yeah? Thanks. Yeah. I struggle with it all the time. I'm learning. Yeah. So, yeah. You're doing good. I'll always Facebook here and my email. I'm always responding. I respond to every email for now. And your email is TITISHOREMI @expertrealty.com. Perfect. Love it. Yeah. So will you come back on the podcast in a year when I'm a billionaire? 6 months, a year? 6 months, a year, yeah. Good. Right on. Right on. Thank you for inviting me. I really do appreciate you putting me out there. Yeah. Thank you for coming on, and we'll see you soon. Yes. Ciao. Ciao.